Darren Lizzie here with my review of Ghostbusters. The 2016 reboot stars Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCarthy, Kate McKinnon, Leslie Jones, Chris Hemsworth, Neil Casey, and is directed by Paul Feig. This new Ghostbusters has been under a crazy amount of scrutiny. People have been yelling from the rooftops on how this movie is going to fail, how it's going to ruin their childhood, how it's not their Ghostbusters. There's even an idiotic crusade on Reddit to spread the word on how bad this movie is, even though word's gotten out that it's really not. So this film, from its inception, has fought an uphill battle. Personally, I think it wins. While I didn't absolutely love it, Ghostbusters is a delightful treat. From the visuals to the chemistry between the five leads, this movie succeeds at bringing the Ghostbusters into a modern light. The story centers around three scientists, Wiig, McKinnon, and McCarthy, who recruit the help of Leslie Jones and Chris Hemsworth to aid in investigating a rapid amount of ghost sightings. But as the investigation goes deeper, they discover something more sinister in the works that puts the entire city at risk. So they gear up as the Ghostbusters to stop this impending threat from happening. Now let's talk about the positives of this reboot. The cast. These four ladies carry the weight of this movie with a confident and comedic stride, fitting into their roles perfectly. Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy play longtime friends Abby Yates and Aaron Gilbert. They do a great job bouncing off of each other, showing a broken but long-lived friendship. Both have their moments to show their comedic sensibilities that we've grown accustomed to loving about these actresses. And another positive, Melissa McCarthy only has one McCarthy fall-down sequence in this movie. I'm thankful they didn't rely heavily on that. Melissa McCarthy can be funny without falling down every 10 minutes. The standouts of the film for me were Leslie Jones and Kate McKinnon. Leslie Jones plays Patty, a loudmouth New Yorker that knows the city's history in and out. She was given some great lines and scenes that stole the show for me. Her delivery was spot on. Kate McKinnon's Holtzman was also a scene stealer. I spent most of the film trying to put a finger on just what exactly her character was all about, and it's revealed in a surprisingly emotional scene. McKinnon plays Holtzman with such an interesting oddness that you can't help but love her. She also gets one of the best scenes in the film, accompanied by Theo Shapiro's excellent score. These four ladies have an undeniable sense of chemistry with each other. You believe them as a team. Plus, you have Chris Hemsworth along, showing off his comedic chops as the dim-witted receptionist, Kevin. His various gags were great and surprisingly never got old. Another thing I loved about this movie is that there are parts in it that are actually scary. Some of these ghosts are actually quite frightening. I really enjoyed that aesthetic choice. Speaking of the aesthetics in this movie, the weapons discharge and the ghostly effects seen throughout this film are incredible. So is the use of 3D. I am not a proponent for 3D, but I do recommend that you do see this movie in IMAX 3D. Yes, it actually does make a difference, and yes, it actually adds to the film. Once again, the score by Theo Shapiro was magnificent. He used Ray Parker Jr.'s original theme to great effect, especially in the last act. But this film still comes with its faults. The pacing was a bit off at times. Every time the movie actually felt like it was going somewhere, it stopped in its tracks. The movie felt a little longer than its runtime. Also, not all of the jokes landed for me. Some of them were just a little too silly. Also, the villain of the piece wasn't all that exciting. He's just another the world must be cleansed villain, and I'm just tired of seeing that. But even with its faults, the movie still fires on most cylinders. Ghostbusters is a delightful reimagining of the beloved classic that keeps the fans of the original in mind first and foremost, while still allowing new fans to join in on the fun. The new team is extremely entertaining and memorable, the action is great, the visuals are spectacular, and the score is out of this world. I absolutely love what they did with the Ghostbusters thing. They implemented it in such an epic way. This movie was made for Ghostbuster fans. Yes, all of you internet crybabies, this movie was made with you and your love for the original in mind. There's cameos, there's callbacks, there's all these things. There's so much fan service in the movie that I can't see how a Ghostbuster fan would think that the artists behind this film are trying to demean their material in any type of way. The screening I went to was filled with guys and girls in Ghostbuster uniforms or wearing Ghostbuster memorabilia, and they came out loving it. They gave it a chance, and I indulge all of you to do the same. No, this movie may not be perfect. You may even walk out disliking it, but all I am saying is give this movie a fair chance. It was made for Ghostbuster fans. It was made for casual Ghostbuster fans. There's an undeniable love for the material in this movie, and not every franchise gets that. Ghostbusters is a great reboot, and I highly recommend that you all go check it out. This is our new Ghostbusters team going forward, and I'm happy to say that we're in good hands. Man, I really hope Allstate doesn't sue me over that. So, ladies and gents, that was my review of Ghostbusters. Please let me know what you thought about it in the comment sections below. Did you like Ghostbusters? Did you hate it? Please let me know. I'm curious to hear some feedback. Also, check out Majored Minor. It's an entertainment website a couple of friends and I are running. There you can check out movie reviews, album reviews, trailer reviews, and much more. Also, check out GeekstreamHQ.com. I'm going to be doing comic book reviews over there for Justice League, Batman, and Superman. So please check that out. Also, check out the rest of the site. We have trailer reviews, TV news, casting news, and much more. And we also run a podcast that we put up every week. Last but not least, if you like this review, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like hearing me talk about movies, please hit that subscribe button. Come join the conversation. I'll be glad to have you. With all that being said, I am Darren Leslie. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you guys next time.